I kind of figured this would happen on Monday because mail was not delivered due to the holiday for like the entire week, and so this will be exciting. I got my like pre-show day first layer of tan. I did schedule like a tanning appointment with Pertan, which is the tanning people of my show, but I read that if you want, you can do like Thursday, you can do a base coat of this, then rinse it off on Friday, and then you get like your first quote unquote professional layer on show day eve, so on Friday, and then the last layer on Saturday. So I'm gonna try that, maybe, we'll see. And then I got this mask. It's from Slip, so it's one of those like fancy silk masks or face coverings. I love the color, and I think if masks are required on stage, I'll be using that. I think it'll complement any suit color. Then I also got this like neoprene like waist thingy, but I think I got a size too small. I'll have to try it on properly in the morning and see what happens. And then I got my posing suit. So I've been just doing posing in like underwear or like a bikini or like sports bra or whatever, but I got a proper posing suit from Angel Competition Bikinis, and I am very thrilled. I got the wet black fabric, and I got these, they have like a Black Lives Matter campaign sort of thing, and I dig it a lot. So that's what I got. And these are the bottoms. Just a wellness style, very adjustable bottom. And I'm super duper excited to pose in that tomorrow. Something that also came in this week is my keyboard and my mouse. So now this side of the desk is definitely very complete, and I'm so happy with this keyboard. I am like in love with the colors, and it has like a very soundy sound, if that makes sense. And I'm just incredibly happy with this entire setup, and I can't wait to start writing some really cool stuff on here. So I wanted to show you guys another cool thing that I got in the mail. So I've realized lately that I don't really have a lot of cold eyeshadows. So Makeupgeek has like this cool thing where you can like buy a palette and you can just like buy loose, like loose little eyeshadows. So I actually got this palette along with these shadows. So most of them are like on the colder side. I'm gonna fill it out more with a bunch of other cold colors, but I also thought these were really cool, so I went with those too. But I think this is like incredibly awesome, and you can like move them around, like they're like magnetic, so you can just like, yeah. And I think it's an awesome palette, and I can like customize whatever I want, and they have some really cool color options. I only got matte ones because I don't really need the shimmery ones because I have so many, but I'm definitely gonna expand my horizon with like a bit more of the colder ones, and maybe some more fiery ones over here. We'll see. I'm excited. I think many of these will be used on show day whenever I decide to do that makeup tutorial thing not tutorial because I don't know what I'm doing, but that makeup trial. But yeah, this very exciting, highly recommend, 10 out of 10. Also very beautiful palette. So I went and traded in my phone today for a slightly newer version. This is the iPhone 11 and I used to have the iPhone XR. So this is the lavender color and I don't know, it's a little hard to see just how pretty the lavender is, but I think it is absolutely gorgeous. Camera quality looks to be much better than my XR, probably because of the two cameras if you put 2 and 2 together, so to speak. I'm super happy with it. Alright, so earlier this week I posted a question box, whatever it's called, on Instagram, saying that I would reply in my next YouTube, and so here I am replying. Side note, this hairstyle is my I don't give a fuck, I haven't washed my hair in X amount of days. First question is, when and where are you going to compete? So I am hopefully competing in Dayton on August 8th. I say hopefully because it's been a little... I'm trying to not get my hopes up and just assume, blatantly assume that the show is gonna happen, because if I do that and they end up having to cancel it because the venue can't be open or whatever because of the virus, then that is just gonna crush me. So I'm trying to play cool and just sort of expect but not assume that it's gonna happen, if that makes sense. So that's where we're currently at. But yeah, in 4 weeks, on August 8th is my projected show date. Yes, speak it into the universe. Maybe that's what I should do instead. My show date is August 8th. Write that down. Do you ever feel like moving back to Finland? Probably. I go through those phases like maybe once a week or something. Then it's mostly like Finland and Sweden. I love both of those countries so much. I love the people. I love being so close to my family. I have like 99% of my family is in Finland, so definitely something we've considered and talked about, but it's not really on the horizon right now. Everything is mostly dependent on work and like careers and where we're gonna want to be in life. And I think that if we were to move somewhere where there is a direct flight from that location into Helsinki, I would feel a lot better, because as it is now, we have to like travel to like a major airport, and the closest one is in Chicago, which is like 5 hours away, and that just adds so much time and money. So if we could move somewhere with a large airport that has like New York to Helsinki, boom, that's one flight and you're home. So I think that would be, sorry, my nose is very itchy. I think that would be a very, very nice middle ground. My husband's family is in New York as well, so New York is probably what would be most ideal, because then we would be close to friends and family there, and then I would also be super close to Helsinki. Are you sad we aren't going to be able to get Five Guys after the games this year? Yes. So for those of you who do not know, me and a bunch of my work friends went on like a work trip to Madison, Wisconsin last year for the CrossFit Games, and it was so much fun, and it was so much work, and it was so much food, and it was amazing. And I wish we could have gone this year, but due to the virus, the games is going to be run very differently this year, so no Madison for us, and that's very sad. Milloin tulet Suomeen takaisin, which means when are you coming back to Finland? So I had my flight all mapped out for August 8th. That's a magical day. But it was canceled very early on, and I assumed it was going to be canceled very early on, but that's when I was going to go. So now I'm a little up in the air, because I would like to go when it's safe for everyone and where I don't have to be quarantined when I get there, because then it's sort of like not worth it, because I can only take so many days of vacation. So I don't know. Actually, Christmas would have been amazing, but I just don't know if that's a possibility yet, given current situation in the US. So I don't know, unfortunately. Maybe Christmas, and if not, probably postpone it to like spring, summer 2021, something like that. How long have you been lifting? I started lifting when I was like 19. I started out with just like the gym and running and pole dancing. Actually, I loved pole dancing. It was so much fun, and I also loved going on like this boot camp class at the gym, and then sort of just snowballed from there into the weight room. And I remember I was super scared of like free weights and like where the boys are, so I would mostly do machines. But then I ended up moving to Sweden, where we all like studied sports medicine and physiology and just like exercising and all that. So we were all super into training, and that's how I learned very many things, and that's how I learned how to squat, bench, and deadlift and all that fun stuff. So yeah, but I haven't been lifting seriously with like a goal for super long. Probably like when I started powerlifting is when I set a clear goal to like grow. Before that, it was mostly training for fun because it is a lot of fun. I started powerlifting in 2016 when I moved to New York. I was introduced to powerlifting. So serious lifting, 4 years, just lifting. 8 years training in general. 8 years, right? Yeah, something like that. Mistä oot kotoisin ja miten päädyit Jenkkeihin? Which means like, where are you from and how'd you end up where you are? I'm from Vasa, Finland. It is... Okay, imagine this is Finland, because Finland's sort of this shape. This is Finland. Helsinki's way down here. Vasa is like up here, and here's Sweden. So it's on the coast. It's a coastal town, and it's beautiful. I'm really from 2 locations in Finland. I'm like from Vasa and Oravais, and they're like only 20-30 miles apart. So yeah, I'm from 2 places, but essentially Vasa is more well known, so that's what I'm gonna say. And I moved to the US in 2016 initially it was for 1 year to be an au pair, and then I was gonna head back to Sweden, but then I extended it for a year, and then life happened and I'm still here a few years later. So it's funny how life just surprises you. Why so gorgeous? You know, I actually got new makeup. The palette I showed you earlier, so that's probably why. Okay, that's it for the question and answering round of this segment. But I wanted to just sort of wrap up this vlog by talking a little bit about how this week has gone. It is now July 11th, which means we are 4 weeks out today because it's Saturday, and that is super exciting. On Tuesday, my food schedule, whatever, meal plan, maybe that's a better word, my meal plan was adjusted significantly, as well as some added cardio sprinklings in there and some fun stuff like that. So I've been going really hard this week, and it shows already, both on the scale, and I feel like it shows a little bit in the mirror as well. So that's super exciting. I don't have the definitive result yet, because usually I do like the measurements, the photos, the weigh-in and the check-in and all that fun stuff on Tuesdays. So I will circle back and maybe update you guys on Tuesday as well during my check-in, but I'm very excited for it. I've made some changes also in my posing. I'm still trying to figure out certain things in like the posing area, so I'm gonna just try to really focus on that next week because we're getting so close. This weekend is also a weekend of many shows, which is super exciting because it gives me hope that my show will also happen. So it's been really cool to see how promoters and athletes and everyone has adapted so well. It's super awesome to see, and like people just really love this sport and are really committed to making things work no matter what, and that is bodybuilding, I guess. Just really, you're going to do this no matter what. So for example, there are like outdoor shows and they've moved venues around. I saw that there was like a last minute venue switch like last night for a show that's today. So really cool stuff, and I'm so happy for everyone who's competing this weekend, and you all are fighters for just powering through this quarantine and all this BS, and we're gonna make it. That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, it's 2:30. It's Saturday, so I'm not working. I already did my cardio, my posing, my leg training. In a bit, me and Artie are going to go to Costco, stock up on some shrimp. I love the Costco shrimp. If you have not had it, you have to get it. It's just like this huge bag, and the tail off one is the one to go with, and you air fry it, and it's just amazing. Anyway, so I'm gonna get a lot of shrimp, a lot of kale, and have fun. You know, Costco is a lot of fun. Maybe go to REI and then just relax, man. Play some Sims, edit this vlog, and all of that. So that's it for today, guys. I will check in with you guys next week with hopefully some exciting updates and developments and a great physique update and all that fun stuff.